Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor is informed by Brooke that she has no place in Rome. Brooke was talking on the phone while in the design studio. Brooke put her caller on hold and informed them that she had to deal with someone when Taylor arrived. Taylor claimed that after some reflection, even though she didn't believe Brooke had been open about Ridge, she had come to the conclusion that her response had been inappropriate. Taylor insisted that she had made a sincere effort to help Brooke continue living her life, so that you may continue your relationship with Ridge, Brooke said. Brooke stated she had to get ready for her vacation and decided she didn't have time for it. Your trip with Ridge, Taylor continued. Brooke confirmed that she would be traveling to Rome to meet with significant customers and suppliers, as well as to attend the preview and press event. Brooke assured Taylor that she would most certainly be present to support Taylor's claim that she was happy that she could be there for her kid. Taylor said she had considered attending and had told Ridge that she wanted to stand with Thomas. Brooke inquired as to whether it had occurred before or following Taylor's warning to Ridge not to believe Brooke, who Taylor insisted hadn't changed. That was a total falsehood, according to Brooke. Taylor acknowledged that Brooke had overheard the exchange and inquired as to whether it would be enjoyable for them to board the same flight. Asserting that it was absurd, Brooke retorted that the Rome trip was about fashion and that Taylor had no business being there. Taylor claimed to have just expressed her interest. People's minds should be examined, not their clothing, Brooke argued. Taylor reasoned that Brooke wanted to leave with Ridge and didn't want Taylor to be there. With Belief, the men's line, Brooke's bedroom, and Taboo, Brooke highlighted her accomplishments. Hope had her line. In response from Brooke, Taylor claimed that if it weren't for his son, Hope's line would have been cut, and Taylor wanted to stand up for Thomas. Taylor joked that at least one of them was transparent when Brooke retorted that she could see right through him. Brooke acknowledged that she was a little concerned about Ridge, who was lost or had lost faith, and that Taylor could see that she wasn't telling her anything. Taylor shouted that she had known it all along and attributed it to his belief in fate. Taylor surmised that Brooke was traveling to Rome to restore Taylor's faith in love because Ridge and Brooke had become closer. Shout Taylor, Brooke remarked with a smile before leaving. Ridge was rushing around trying to get ready for the trip at the last minute, and Eric was in his office with RJ. Brooke was going, according to Ridge. Eric pondered what Brooke and Ridge would use their free time in the world's most romantic city. Ridge said that they were on a business trip and cautioned Eric and RJ against getting any ideas. Eric predicted that the trip would be much more memorable if something other than work happened. Taylor, who had showed interest in visiting Rome, was the subject of Eric's inquiry. Ridge predicted that Thomas would cherish the opportunity. Although Eric was aware of that, he didn't believe it was a good idea for Taylor to accompany Brooke on the business trip. RG wondered why his grandfather had gone to see Donna in such a hurry after Eric had left. Ridge claimed that it frequently occurred and that RG eventually discovered what Donna and Eric were up to. Ridge claimed that having some alone time with his son allowed him to tell RG not to get his hopes up. Ridge and Brooke belong together, despite RG's insistence that he is allergic to family strife. He claimed that Rome and the entire world were aware of it. If Thomas hadn't done what he did, Brooke and Ridge would still be together, and RG thought that he would be negligent. Ridge declared his love for Brooke would endure forever, but they were working to end the cycle of suffering and heartbreak. Ridge insisted that he and Brooke have no desire to cause harm to one another or the people they care about. In response, RG said that destiny might one day occur, and it might do so in Rome. Hope visited her father at Il Giardino before going to Italy. Deacon was happy for Brooke, who was traveling, but he surmised that Liam wasn't pleased that Thomas was also going. Hope insisted that she could control Liam, but Deacon urged her to listen to him instead of controlling him. She insisted Thomas wasn't the issue and that Liam wasn't paying attention to her. The conversation then shifted to Hope's parents and the choices they had made in life. She noted that Deacon had made a few errors and had succumbed to impulses. He concurred but added that Hope wouldn't be present if he hadn't. Hope didn't have to worry about it, he said, because she wasn't like that. Hope made a cocky, affirming smile. Later, Deacon remarked that it was miraculous that Hope hadn't inherited his or Brooke's impulsive traits. He said Hope lived by a set of rules and didn't let her emotions get in the way of those principles. He referred to her as a saint and asked how she managed it. Hope chuckled and disputed her saintly status. Hope responded that she had a lot going on when Deacon later remarked that she appeared disturbed. He reasoned that she might occasionally be harsh on herself. He advised her to keep in mind her humanity while keeping her ambitions and expectations in mind. He told her to follow her passions, that it was okay to make a few mistakes. Hope said that while that wasn't the advice she was seeking, she still valued it. Deacon advised her to take precautions and smash it in Rome. Liam had spoken to Kelly, who was eager to learn Italian as a result of her mother's trip, at Steffi's house. As Liam recited some Italian sentences that he had learned from a language app, he came to the conclusion that the following day will be significant. Liam mused that Thomas and Hope would become inseparable as Steffi stated that it was the major preview and press event. Steffi inquired about Liam's condition. Thoughtfully, he wanted to respond, but not so much. Steffi still had her reservations, but she reasoned that Hope and Thomas wouldn't be traveling alone like they had on their previous trip, and that they would be quite busy. Although Steffi voiced concern that Hope may have unrecognized feelings for Thomas, feelings she had not revealed to herself or Liam, Liam was unconcerned about Hope. Liam revealed that he had questioned Hope several times and that she had repeatedly reassured him that he need not be concerned. Hope was perplexed. Steffi responded. Liam expressed his opinion that Steffi was in error. Although Steffi hoped so, she advised Liam to visit Rome just to be careful. Wyatt had offered the same advice, but Liam said he wouldn't be the uneasy husband. Just in case, Steffi pledged to keep an eye on events in Rome. Later, when Hope arrived in Brooke's cabin, Liam had already put the children to bed. In case Liam was curious, she clarified that she had been with her father and not working late with Thomas. She wanted to say goodnight to the kids before accepting his offer to prepare her dinner. Hope brought it up, and Liam started talking about Thomas, but Hope didn't want their final night to be about that before she left. Hope asserted that she loved Liam above all else. She declared that he was the man she was looking for and vowed to protect the family they had built. She declared that she had promised him, and nothing in the coming days would alter that. Hope gave Liam a hug and promised to come back to him and their life after one of her biggest accomplishments. Liam's smile dwindled as Hope left to visit the kids. He shuddered with fear. Also sulking is Liam. He and Hope, Annika Noel, share a tearful farewell as she ignores his feelings and readies herself for the trip. The trip to Rome with Tom as her lead designer, work partner, co-parent, and secret crush. This is all strictly business, she'll say. Does she mean it though? Could Liam pawn the kids off on family or a sitter, borrow the Spencer jet, and join his wife? Yes, he could. But much like Taylor, he won't. That would be too easy. Instead, he'll sit and stew about all this going on and worry whether or not his wife will remain faithful. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.